I'm Thomas Smith from DIY Life Tech, and this is a look at my Landguard raised bed and how I'm actually using it here in my garden. So you can see the raised bed is set up. It's comes flat packed, which is really neat. Very thin metal on the sides here, but pretty sturdy. And then you've got these bolts, and you bolt it all together. And it takes a long time, honestly, to do this because you've got these all along the side of the raised bed here to bolt all that in place. Budget a bit of time, but once you do it, it works great. It's a nice rigid bed. It's open on the bottom, which I like, because then the roots of the plants can grow. I've got it filled here with potting soil, and then the bottom is open so the roots can grow down into the ground underneath the bed. It also works great for drainage too, there to have the bottom open. And yeah, here's what I've got. So it's actually a lot bigger than I kind of expected after assembling it. Once it's filled with soil and you actually put the plants in there, I was really impressed with the size here. And you can see we've got tomatoes, we've got these peppers over here, we've got some flowers growing, and then in the middle here there's carrot seeds planted. So these will hopefully start to sprout in the short term. And that's the setup here. Got a dripper hose providing irrigation, and again, I was really surprised. Like, once I set this up, it didn't look as big until the soil was in it and the plants were in it, and it works great. It's a good height off of the ground here, probably about a foot tall, a little over a foot tall. So you've got plenty of space to fill it up with that potting soil, and we'll see how these plants grow in here. I think it's going to be a really nice addition to the garden section over here, and I like that it's just super easy to set up. Hard to assemble, but but super easy to get this flat packed and set it up, and have a garden plot ready to go, versus like having to cut 2x4s and assemble the whole thing yourself to build your own raised beds. And I feel like this is modular. I could easily set these up in multiple places around the garden to add additional raised beds in some of my open space over here. So really cool metal raised bed here from Landguard.